Well, hello, 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 fellow addicts. Welcome back to Addicts Live, your internet escape from the craziness in the world. I'm Alissa, your resident head addict, and I'm joined, as always, by my co-host to the west, Super Safi.
Hey, how's it going, everyone? Long time no see.
Yes, now that summer is officially over, summer is dead and gone. Fall is coming. Or fall is here, I should say. The Addicts Crew is back once again to bring you Simpsons news and Saturday Smiles. I know some of you have missed those. And as always, before we get into this week's show, it is time for your reminder to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit that red button so you don't miss any of the addicts. And as always, for those not watching this directly on YouTube, I will put a link to the subscribe button in the show notes below us. So let's get on with the show. Our first show of the new, what do we call this, the new Addicts Live season, after a couple month hiatus. Saf, how was your summer vacation? Do anything fun and exciting?
It was the usual, just traveling all over the place. Got a few more states and provinces off, checked off my bucket list. So Colorado, Nebraska, Tennessee. So yeah, it was fun, as well as a lot of travel to the usual suspects: New York, Florida, uh, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, and as well as Alberta and Quebec. So yeah, just been busy traveling everywhere. How about you? How's your summer been?
It was good. It was chaotic as always. My kids are crazy, but we did manage to go to Disney World for a week, which was probably our best vacation or best Disney trip. I don't want to say our best vacation, but one of our best Disney trips we've ever taken because the park was virtually empty. It was quite nice. It was nice. Almost every ride was a walk on.
Did they have any
So
memorabilia?
say that again.
Did they have any Simpsons memorabilia?
Not at not at Disney. That's it is at Universal, but it's not at Disney. Um, Florida's a weird animal when it comes to that kind of stuff. So, but aside from that, just a lot of work, kicking my butt, same as it was the beginning of the summer. Still kicking my butt well into fall. So yeah, for those who have been noticing things are taking a little bit longer to do, or we're not necessarily covering certain things, it is strictly just a result of lack of time more than
It's
anything.
being a lack of time, yeah.
There's just not enough hours in the day to
Yeah.
do everything we would like to do. I'm not even joking when I tell you guys work is very much kicking my butt. I've been doing the same job for 15 years. Yes, 15 years, I said that. And I have never seen it like this. This is insane. I had to give somebody a quote 2 days ago that was a 69-week lead time. Do you know how long that is? That's January of 2023.
Wow.
That's how ridiculous manufacturing is right now, guys. So yeah. Now you know why my hair's a little grayer. So enough about that. Let's jump into some TSTO news. We've got a few things going on in our game right now, so it's a good time for us to be back. The latest mini event, Breakout Bounty, and the exciting new addition, which no one seems to know anything about yet, the Season 33 prize track. Seth, let's talk about the Season 33 prize track first. For those who don't know, this hit Wednesday with really no details other than check back on Sunday at midnight East Coast time to find out what you get. This is a little way for EA to do an episode tie-in again. Looks like they're going to do a series of them throughout season 33. But they're being very secretive about it. And I don't know about you, Seth, but I'm okay with that. I don't mind them being a little secretive about it.
I absolutely love that they're being secretive about it and they're bringing in the tie-ins again. Not just a tie-in, like a whole season type of tie-in. It shows that they're still invested in the game. There's still a future for the game. We'll say the game's over. I mean, we'll talk about the bounty event as well, but I mean, the game is not over. It's still going strong. Yeah, I'm really excited for all of this potential new content that we're going to be getting. Season 3 starts tomorrow. Everyone, you can check out the episode reminder later today. And yeah, I mean, 32 seasons. We've had a lot of fun episodes. I mean, the bracket battle just showed how many great seasons there were. Congratulations to season 4, and congratulations to the winner of the bracket battle, me. Well, as well as second and third place prizes.
I was gonna say I have one
But,
of those Skyfinger trophies here in my desk somewhere, but it's buried. I can't find it. I was gonna hold it up for you.
But yeah, congratulations, and hopefully season 3 is just the start of more great episodes. I mean, I had season 32 picked as my other finalist, and it went out in the first week, so that was kind of disappointing.
Yeah,
But,
seriously.
I was really shocked. I mean, season 32 I thought was one of the best seasons in a long, long time, and I mean, how I won with picking season 32, I'm still shocked. But either way. The fact that season 32 was so good, I'm hoping that season 33 is even half as good as that. It'll be really a nice continuation of all the great episodes we've been getting, whether it's the diary episode or the comic book guys family episode. I mean, it was just so many great episodes. It was honestly, like, I would rank it amongst the top 10 seasons. It was up there in the season 3 to 12, or not even 12, season 3 to season 10 glory days. I would rank it right up there with that. So I'm hoping 33 continues that trend of having some really solid episodes. I mean, season 32 did have some snoozers, which 3 to 10 did not. But yeah, still, I felt it was one of the strongest seasons. So to get the episodes tie-ins as well this year, it'll be great. I mean, I know so many episode reminders last season. As soon as people watched the episode, they were like, "Oh, I want that in my game. I want that in my game. I want that in the game." I mean, when we did the recaps of the episodes, there was so much content that we said we wanted from season 32, and they did give us a few events that had items from season 32. So I mean, welcome to the Homerverse. I had a lot of season 32 content. So having this content from season 33 is great. I think it gets people back into the show, which is really important because the show is great. And because the show is great, hopefully it'll get people back into the game. I mean, I'm sure you see it in the comments as well. So many people come into the friends request saying that they were longtime gamers, stopped playing, and now they're back in the game. So I think it's great all around from the show's perspective and from the game's perspective.
Just when you think you're out, they pull you back in.
Exactly. How about you? What do you think of season 33 and this kind of little hints that we're getting?
Yeah, I mean, I really like the secretive aspect of it. I actually said a couple years ago when I wrote a post about how to make TSTO great again, I said one of the things they should do is be a little more secretive, make things more surprising. While it makes our job a little bit harder, it makes the game more fun. So I appreciate that. While we do know what the first prize is, which we're not going to say right now, there are some hints to it in the post I wrote about it, which I'll link in the show notes. We don't really know what the second. I have an idea of what the second prize is going to be, and I know that it's going to be from the Treehouse of Horror episode. But we have zero clues what the final prizes are going to be, so that's fun. As of right now, we don't even know when they're going to be because the dates are like set off for some random date in July, which we know The Simpsons isn't airing in July, so they're just placeholder dates. But it's nice. There's going to be 5 prizes if they don't add more to this, and it's just a nice way to kind of get everybody involved again with the game. I mean, we haven't seen episode tie-ins since 2018. Yeah. Halloween of 2018 was the last episode tie-in we got. So it's a long time. I mean, that's 3 years.
3 years.
So I mean, it's really nice to see that they're making a comeback, and it's nice to see that they're not doing your standard episode tie-in. They're doing something different. They're injecting something new into the game, and like you said, it proves that this game still has life. EA still cares about the game. If I had a nickel for every time I was told the game was going to end, I would be a millionaire. But although I did feel like there was some decline going on in recent months. So it's nice to see that EA is breathing some new life into it, and I appreciate it. But yeah, so we'll see check your games tomorrow at midnight East Coast time, or 12:01. And you'll see what you have to do. There will be some tasks involved to unlock the prize, but it should be fun. I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I probably, full disclosure, will probably be sleeping at midnight, as most of you should be, because it's late and it's exhausting. But
one of the time zones.
Yeah, it's stupid mountain time zone. Uh, but yeah, so it'll be fun, and we'll see what happens. We'll post about it once it goes up, and we'll kind of see what happens and how it plays out. Looking forward to seeing how that unfolds as the year progresses. But yeah, Saf, now let's talk about the mini event going on in our game, the Breakout Bounty mini event, which I don't know about you, but I was pretty pleased to see this. I thought it was some fun content. I wish we had a couple of different things going on with it, but I really enjoyed it. Overall thoughts on it?
Well, just starting with like the basic price track. I'm not gonna get into the premiums yet or the cash for, but just with the basic, I love the prize track, and the people catcher truck was great. Judge JT Winchester. I want to point out here that this is the first time in a long time where the character was not the fifth prize. So like for the people who are like, this event sucks, I just want to get my character and stop. Like this is great. Like it was the second one you could stop, but I hope you didn't stop, because actually the buildings are really nice too. You got the Good Neighbors Bounty Hunters and the remote on-site correctional center, which like kind of fits in with all your police and military type of institutions area, at least in my area. And then the last prize, the decoration, the police boat. I really loved it. As soon as I unlocked it, you're able to purchase more for 30 donuts. I got a couple more, so I got 3 of my police boats in my ocean. So I loved the prize track. I loved that people who are going to whistle blame that the character is the fifth is the second. People who like good buildings and good decorations. I thought all 5 items here were solid. The people catcher truck was okay, a little bit on the meh side, but it wasn't bad by any means. But the other ones, nothing really is going in the inventory for me, especially considering I had like an area dedicated to like police and all the prisons and all the jail type related things. So yeah, for me it was a great event and great content. How about you? What'd you think?
So on the prize track, there was the people catcher truck, which once you unlocked, you could also buy more for 30 donuts. Then there was Judge JT Winchester. Then there was the Good Neighbors Bounty Hunter. So for those who don't remember, that was Homer and Flanders' bounty hunter building company. Then you had the remote on-site correctional center, and then the last prize was the police boat. I enjoyed it. I really think EA this year has been the year of mini events. They've been really good, like one after another. Every mini event has been pretty spectacular. They haven't been a disappointment. The only thing I will say with this one, I love getting a free character on the prize track. Don't get me wrong. I think it's great. But this judge felt a little out of place on this one because she's from season 32. She's from the season that just aired, The Road to Cincinnati, and she has nothing to do with bounty hunting. She has nothing to do with Springfield other than she's just a judge. So it was kind of like they were like, well, we really probably should throw Judge Snyder in here, but we can't, so because he's already in the game. So let's just give this other judge, because there's been plenty of other judges that have hit the games.
Judge Harms, yeah, I was gonna say exactly. We already got blue-haired lawyer. We got Judge Harm. We got Judge Snyder. So yeah, definitely Springfield's running low on its correctional availabilities.
Yeah, so that was the only thing that felt a little out of place with that, but otherwise it was a good solid mini event, good solid prize track. I did like that the character was the second prize. I've been noticing that too on some of the event prize tracks. They've been pushing the character a little bit earlier in them as well. For some cases they are the fifth prize, but in other cases it's the first or second. Like Sid Martha was
that event they did, yeah,
was the first prize. I think with this one too, they had the Marge the Simpsons verse anime Marge was like the second prize on that prize track too. So it's nice to see when they do that, because there are people who just want the character and that's it. But with this one, like you said, the buildings that came after were really good. And the police boat's probably one of the better prizes. The fact that it can go in the river is really nice as well. You're not stuck to the ocean, so you can have quite a few of them kind of in your rivers in Springfield. So I like that. And the fact that you can buy more, even if they are 30 donuts and they offer no bonus percentage, it's still a nice pickup. Let's talk about the premium character combo with this. So for this one, going off that, what is it, Sex Pies and Idiot Scrapes episode, they Wolf the Bounty Hunter, play on Dog the Bounty Hunter for those who don't know. As if it's not, obvious. Was the premium combo with bail bonds, and that was 150 donuts. I'm going to say this right off the bat. I requested this character combo back before St. Patrick's Day. I actually requested it for a St. Patrick's Day update, though, because that's what this episode started off as. But it's fun for me personally. Like, normally I don't do those, like, what the addicts want or what we want kind of posts. So it was fun for me to write one and have in March and have that character hit the game in September. That was kind of neat. I was like, ooh, I asked for this. This is cool. So Saf, what were your thoughts on the premium combo? Did you buy it? Thoughts?
I did. I got Wolf, and great character. I mean, to me, it still feels within the realm of like bounty and law. So I mean, having Judge JT, that she was a character that people did request after the Cincinnati episode. That episode is still also one of my favorites from season 32. It just really stands out in the fact that you go out of the 21 minutes of the episode, you go 20 and a half minutes without any of the Simpsons characters. A brief appearance by Bart, that's it. And then at the very end, during the credits, you get Homer, Marge, and Lisa and Maggie joining Bart. So it was really, really cool in that regards. We've never seen an episode like that of The Simpsons to date, where their Simpsons weren't in it. Like, you'd had little segments here and there, everyone loves Ned Flanders, geese love roosters and all that, ganders. But I feel like Wolf as well just fit in really well with the event. It's a good combination having him and the Bills Bond. It fit with all the other things, so I did get it and did recommend it to people who were asking in the comments.
Yeah. I picked him up as well. It's fun. Obviously, I requested him, so I picked him up. Of course, it's a good combo, and he's voiced, so that's fun. And he's got some fun animated tasks. I really like his working out with the convicts task. That's pretty amusing to me. So yeah, it was a good combo. I was glad to see it, and yeah, it fits right into this theme perfectly. I wouldn't have minded seeing him as the free prize on the prize track. But I get it. It's more of this probably is more of a desired character, so I can understand EA making this one the premium. And these days, what are donuts? They're nothing. So with this event, we also had a bonus premium character in the form of a cash for character item. So this one was $9.99, and it was Daisy. What the heck is her last name? McGunnan, thank you. $9.99, new character for Springfield, and you got the tray of donuts with it, so that was fun. Did you purchase Daisy?
I did not. So this one, the equivalent of 13 something on the Canadian Apple Store market. It was a character I did not purchase. I did last event get Pixel Homer. Because to me, I don't mind putting money into the game to keep it going and support a game that brings me joy and pleasure if it's a character I'm going to like. But Daisy felt like Wilbur Nurple to me. It was like you're giving a character who is such a little part of an episode. It's not even moist from the hotel fire alarm's going off.
Oh, boy.
Fun times.
What do we do? Oh, now it stopped.
Okay, so have to leave the hotel. So we will pause and be back shortly.
Oh my goodness gracious, what is going on?
Oh, the song, the song. When a fire starts to burn, there's a lesson you must learn. Something, something, then you'll see. You'll avoid catastrophe. Don't!
And time in.
Yeah, basically. All right, we are back after that brief timeout. Safi is now outside in his car with red lights flashing all around him. So hopefully everything's okay in the hotel itself. But
So yeah, should
listen,
hopefully be pretty.
the season premiere of a show should be a good episode, and that's what this is. We're keeping you guys on your toes. Never a dull moment. Never a dull moment.
It was getting too hot. The episode was just too hot.
Yeah, I think we set off the alarm. That's the problem. We were talking about Daisy McGunnan, and that's the problem. She just, made the alarms go off.
Yes, I didn't get it personally. I did get Pixel Homer with the last event. But this one not being voiced, and the fact that it was a character that wasn't really as important to the whole saga, I was like, this is one that I could wait for a few years for it to come back as a donut prize. Kind of how the same I felt with Wilbur. How about you?
I did buy Daisy. I bought Pixel Homer too. I thought she was fun. She kind of made me laugh. Her tasks were funny. It doesn't bother me that she's not voiced. I like when a character is voiced, of course, but I play with my sound off, so it doesn't really bother me too much. So I didn't mind. But I do like that they've been at the $9.99 price point. I don't mind paying $9.99 for a full character. I have an issue paying $9.99 for a costume or a building, such as Chili Blasters or Robin Hood Homer, but I don't mind paying it for a full character. So I like that they've been at that price point. I think that's the sweet spot for EA. I think if they brought the character, or the costumes or buildings down to the $4.99 price point, I think they'd probably get a little more traction in those as well. The other thing we saw with this event was Tappables made a comeback. We haven't seen a tappable in TSTO in quite some time. So it was interesting to see them make a comeback. I was pleasantly surprised, pleasantly pleased. A little bit different than what we're used to. You can't tap as many as you want to just earn currency. You have to tap them to follow the quest line. But still, it was a fun element. It was nice to see them come back. The convicts were a little hard to spot at times.
There were a few characters that were confusing.
Speaking of convicts, it just looks like Safi's sitting in the back of a police car right now, which I can assure you is not happening. But it's just, we should just clarify as to why the red light's just flashing on his face. Your thoughts on the Tappables?
I loved it. I was so excited that it was back. I was so excited to see all the comments about it being back. My wife has now started playing the game as well. So she's just progressing through and starting to unlock characters. And she's done a few events now the past few months. But for her, the Tappable, she was excited too. So to see like how it's fun for new players and old players, and just a little bit of reminiscence for me. It looks like they're letting people back into the hotel, so yay. But yeah, the Tappables itself was just a pure delight to bring back, and it just goes back to the comments about the game being strong and the TV series being strong. This is just another proof that the game is strong, I feel. How about you? How would you feel about the Tappables?
Yeah, I was really happy to see them. I'm happy to see EA listening, and we thought when we kind of suggested when we've been posting about EA making some changes, and people have been commenting and getting frustrated that earlier events and stuff weren't where changes happened. And I kept saying, usually the changes happen in the fall. Usually it's right around Halloween. It's usually around Halloween, Christmas time that they make these big game changes. And that's what it looks like we're seeing. The Halloween event has not hit yet, but I do think that these Tappables making a comeback kind of bodes well for future events down the line. And we could see more interactive game elements. It's nice to see, and it's nice to see EA listening. People saying, this is getting boring. We're just doing the same thing over and over and over again, rinse, repeat. So it's nice to see. I appreciated them as many times as I tapped Sarah Wiggum instead of a convict. Burns is, who's the heck is that one? That goes with the peek in. I can't think of her name. The other character, the character that goes with the peek in, the woman with the orange. I kept tapping on her as well.
Yes, her as well. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
I can't think of her name.
Her name either, but yeah, that one as well. Definitely, there were a few, and I found that they would often amalgamate in one area. Like I searched my whole Springfield and couldn't find it, and all of a sudden I go my boardwalk, and there's like 20 of them on the boardwalk, and I'm like, I only need 15 of you. Like, what's going on? So.
In one of my games, they like the burning bushes. One of my games is I just have a ton of the burning bushes when they were offered at the very cheap rate for the bonus percent, and they just liked walking through it was like watching like they were coming out of the pits of hell. It was the craziest thing, just walking through the fire. Yeah, it was so strange. So, but they were fun to see. I'm glad, and I hope we see more of that. Before we wrap it up. Treehouse of Horror, as we kind of mentioned, should be the next event. It traditionally is the next event. Always every October, you get a Halloween event, Treehouse of Horror event. Horror, not horror. So just based off of that, my guess is we will see the Treehouse of Horror event launch next week, which would be like October 6th. This is something I had predicted a few updates ago. And hopefully we'll see a spoiler packet soon. Hopefully we'll have some spoilers for you guys if EA stays on trend as what they've been doing with us for the last several events. But it'll be nice to see. I'm excited to see what Treehouse of Horror will have in store for us. Hopefully we'll have some tappables. Hopefully we'll have some new game elements. Any thoughts on Treehouse of Horror, Saf?
It's always a great pleasure to anticipate it. Unfortunately, we've had a couple of tricks, but for the most part, it's been treats. A lot of the recent events have been treats, so I'm hoping that this year will be a treat as well. So hopefully we get some glory days. Some tappables would be nice. I mean, when I think of tappables, I do think of the THOH episodes or events, excuse me, with the ghouls and with the zombies and all the different
gremlins.
Gremlins, yeah. So yeah, definitely.
Now Safi's just in the dark.
They turn off the light. There we go.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, everyone's back in the hotel now, and it looks like the fire crew is about to head out soon.
Well, that's good. It's good to know there wasn't a real issue.
Knock on wood. Yep. I mean, yeah, it happens at times at hotels. This is the third time it's happened to me. Happened once in Vancouver and once in New Hampshire. So yeah, I'll just add this to the list. Fortunately, all 3 times I was awake. It did happen to me once several years ago at a hotel in Atlanta, but I slept through it. I was at a conference, and at the next day, the keynote speaker was talking about the fire alarm and how no one got a good night's sleep, and then everyone was talking about it. Like, was there a fire alarm? And everyone's like, so I slept through it. But then again, I've slept through a magnitude 6.4 earthquake. So yeah, I when I sleep, I sleep.
So the moral of the story is Safi's a solid sleeper.
But yeah, overall, I'm looking forward to the THOH event. Hopefully, like you said, we'll have some more spoiler infos that we can share with all our wonderful readers. And hopefully we'll have a lot of great events this season. Again, for a little bit more about the potential character or prize that's coming with the season 33 at midnight tonight, be sure to check out the
midnight tomorrow night,
excuse me, the episode reminder in a few hours for the season premiere, and be sure to check out the episode premiere tomorrow. It looks like it's going to be a good one.
Yeah, and so that's going to do it from us. We're going to change it up a little bit. This I like that. Saying this season sounds funny, but this season of Addicts Live, we're probably not going to do every week. I'm thinking more like every other week. It's just chaotic to try to get schedules, and it's hard for me, honestly, guys. It's so hard for me to get these edited. I don't have the time that I used to, so I think that's what we're probably going to do. So if we do get a spoiler packet, look for a spoiler video as soon as we can release it, which hopefully will be before October 6th. And other than that, we will be back with Addicts Live in 2 weeks. So look for that, which would be October 9th, I believe. So other than that, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And we will see you guys on the next episode. Bye-bye.